your YouTube, search for
Forest Federation.
watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a
Forest
assembly. Welcome to another Forest Federation Celebration Assembly. 6 short words that drive our lives. Every day at Stukely and Newton want children and staff to feel, be and become. Our school motto is. Our school curriculum is. That's right everyone, we are straight into another celebration of children doing wonderful things. You're all wonderful, but this week we've selected a few of you. I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Stevens, Mrs. Page and Miss Barry, who are going to celebrate children at Newton and Stukely. Watch the bits that are important to you, and then after that we've got loads more shout outs.
Hi there everyone, I've got the certificates, so we're going to get straight on with being kind. I wonder who it is this week. In Anning class for being kind, it's you, Rue. Oh, that rhymes. For always being kind to your friends and complimenting their work. How lovely. What a lovely thing to say. Being kind in Goodall class this week, it's you, Inigo, for being a kind and helpful learning partner in art. Well done. And being kind in Einstein class this week is Seb, for always being so kind, hardworking and helpful. Well, those are really nice ones. Well done to all of those. And for working hard this week, we have got Isabel in Anning class, always having a great attitude towards her learning. Well done, Isabel. And in Goodall class, it's you, Mia Reese, for consistently trying hard in lessons. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. That's brilliant, Mia. Well done. And in Einstein class, Daniel Wood, it's you working hard this time for fantastic work, learning his lines and remembering his movements. Well done, Daniel. And finally, what an achievement, those children who are really aiming high. And in Anning class, it's Morgan, for learning to count from 1 to 4 and then applying this when he's playing. Well done to you, Morgan. And for, an achievement for all Year 4 pupils for completing your multiplication check last week. Well done to Year 4s. And finally, Isabella in Einstein class for writing a good recount of our trip to Duxford. So there we have it. All of those wonderful people who have got certificates this week, who have been working hard, being kind and achieving well. Well done to you.
Okay, I have the certificates for Foundation, Year 1 and Year 2 children. So straight away, being kind goes to Albie. Mrs. Williams says you have been really helpful with your friends. Well done to you. Nailed it goes to Louis for answering lots of questions confidently and independently in maths lessons. Well done, you got nailed it. And well done to Joy for settling into Rowan class well and trying her hardest. Lovely, I hope you'll be really happy here. Now, Mrs. Gavigan has nailed it to Marnie. Excellent identification of her numbers. Well done to you. Working hard goes to Izzy for working so hard using the Rec and Recs. Congratulations, you've got working hard. Well done to Harlan for being kind towards his classmates and checking that they're okay. Well done, you got being kind. Now, we're on to Year 1. And Miss Howie has given Emily nailed it for great contributions to all, and all is in capital letters, class discussions. Well done to you. Well done to Orla. You got being kind, for being a wonderful kind member of Magnolia class. Well done to you. And working hard goes to Jad for great effort, working hard in his independent writing. Well done, Jad. So Mrs. Green and Mrs. Corley has given Ksenia working hard for working really hard using lovely descriptive language. Well done to you, Ksenia. Being kind goes to George. You offered forest treasures to a child who had none. Oh, how lovely. So you got being kind. And well done to Tomek. You got nailed it for nailing your phonics recently and doing so brilliantly. You've made great progress. Well done, Tomek. Moving on to year 2. Mrs. Hunt has given Leo working hard, but always working hard in everything that you do, and most of the time with a big smile as well. So well done to you, Leo. Well done to Aaron. You got being kind, being a good learning buddy and ready to help your friends if they need it. Well done, Aaron. And well done, Connor, for being so much more confident to have a go and giving everyone a smile when you meet them. Lovely. Well done to you, Connor. Last but not least, Miss Smart has given Amanda being kind, for always being kind and caring to your friends. Well done, Amanda. Nailed it goes to Elna for doing some wonderful independent work on fractions in maths. Congratulations, Elna. And last one, working hard, goes to Charles for working incredibly hard in maths this week. You are a fractions superstar. What a cool thing to be awesome at. Well done, Charles. Well done to all of the certificate winners.
And now for the Key Stage 2 certificates. This week in Year 3, Miss Lawrence's class for being kind goes to Hugo for being polite to the adults in Willow class. Nailed it this week goes to Evan for having an amazing attitude for learning and trying to get his best even better. And for working hard goes to Lily for excellent focus on her diary writing on ancient Egypt. In Mr. Watley's class this week, being kind goes to Emily for being an excellent learning partner. Working hard goes to Marjan for diligently working hard in her English lessons. And finally, nailed it goes to Jake for a huge improvement in the way he moves around the school sensibly. Well done, you guys. In Year 4 this week, in Mr. Smith's class, nailed it goes to Elsie for having absolutely nailed her spelling skills in her latest writing. Well done, you. For being kind goes to Alicia, being very kind and thoughtful girl and helps her classmates if they need support. And working hard goes to Jake, for Jake has been practicing his spellings and becoming more accurate. Well done, you guys. And in Mrs. Franklin's class this week, being kind goes to Sophie, working well and showing kindness to peers she doesn't normally work with. Well done, you. Nailed it goes to Rhea for brilliant vocabulary shared with the whole class during English. And working hard this week goes to Olivia, always demonstrating a fantastic attitude towards all of her learning. Well done, you guys. In Year 5 this week, we have our certificates posted in, so I've got them on the screen. In Mrs. Boswell's class, we have working hard goes to Rizwan for supporting children's learning as a PE coach. Well done, you. Being kind goes to Owen for always having thoughtful ideas to share. And nailed it this week goes to Sophia, confidently explaining how to order negative numbers. Well done, you guys. And in Mrs. Daly's class this week, being kind goes to Riley for planning a speech that will help him understand ADHD better. Well done, you, Riley. Working hard goes to Olivia for excellent commitment to her home learning. And nailed it this week goes to Max for the effort and achievement of legible handwriting. Well done, you. And then in Year 6 this week, in Mrs. Campbell's class, nailed it goes to George, an excellent summary task for Goodnight Mr. Tom, well written. Being kind goes to Edward. Edward displays consideration and respect for everyone, peers and adults. Just fantastic. Well done, you. And working hard goes to Rhiannon for working so hard to keep the classroom organised. Well done, you. And then finally, in Mrs. Pete's class this week, working hard goes to Noah for super focused on his learning recital work. Well done, you. Being kind goes to Diona. Diona shows very good manners as we go through the school day. Well done. And finally, nailed it goes to Ellie for nailing her tests every day, always working hard and completing her work. Well done, you. Well done, everybody in Key Stage 2 this week.
Brilliant work. Thank you, ladies, for sharing those. I love to hear great news from both schools. Right, I've got some shout outs from in school as well. Remember, try and write clearly on a large piece of paper. I've had several children put the smallest bits of paper in the world in, and I just can't read them. Also, give me a good reason to shout someone out. Give me a good reason. Angus, I love this one, it made me smile. This is at Stukely. Angus, year 4, shout out to you for being really nice to me in the hot weather. And that's from Toby. I wonder what Angus is like in the warm or cold weather. Victor, year 4, thank you for spending your break time picking up litter. Great job. From Miss Lawrence, sure that Victor was using the right tools. Shout out to my friends Lily, Yasmin and Sarah for always being by my side and sticking up for me. That's from Pebbles. Also, I love this bit. Sure, shout out to, in brackets, drum roll please, all of the teachers for trying your hardest every day. Thank you, Pebbles from Stukely. Stukely again, shout out for Charlie, Yasmin and Alicia for helping me when I was sad because of the sprint races, and they really cheered me up. That's from Dolly in year 5. Shout out to Max for always making me smile, and he's really funny and makes me laugh. That's from Jaime in year 3. To River, thanks for being the best buddy from Kaya Rose. That's where we've buddied you all up at Stukely. Great work. Now, Ellie from year 5 has given me an idea. I'm not going to read it out, but it is a shout out to do with flags. Sorry, it's not a shout out, but it's an idea to do with flags. Phoebe, year 4 Stukely, being fantastic during the buddy meet, helping a little lad who was feeling sad. That's from Miss Morris and Mrs Greenwood. To Owen, Eva, Maya and Willow, thank you for coming to check on me when I was sad at break time. That's from Eden in year 3. Another shout out from Stukely. This is to Anthony in Beach. This is a shout out for helping me when I got hit in the mouth with a football. That's from Josh H in year 5. And finally, we've got a Newton shout out. Thank you, Miss Gibbons. To Theo, great help with setting up for circuits. And Mrs Gibbons has shouted out Theo there. Brilliant. Let's move on to shout outs from home. Hey! Stukely shout out from the families. Love this one. Reese, Basti, Seb and Austin, you've just had your first season with the Goddy Rovers under 7s. You've done brilliant work, lads. Your family are really proud. Keep it up. Rhiannon and Ella from year 6 just took part in your first netball tournament. You did brilliantly, girls. Well done. Zoe from Stukely, year 3, she wrote a letter to our king, our new king. She got a reply. That is incredible. Zoe, you're brilliant at doing things like that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Max, year 5 Stukely, you've just got your green and brown belt in Tang Soo Do, and you also just missed out on being the most improved person in your group. That's an achievement in itself, because I think only 2 of you were chosen. Well done, Max. Also, Arabella, you have just been to Godman Chester Museum, I think with your nan, with your gran. Check out this mammoth tusk. I thought it was a narwhal tooth when I first saw it, but it's actually a mammoth, a woolly mammoth tusk. That is incredible. And finally, Mr. Lee, one of our dads at Stukely, Ezra, Boaz, Elijah and Holly's dad, he just went, climbed the 3 peaks. That's Scafell Pike, Ben Nevis and Snowdon. He also used a train to get between them, which was part of the charity work that he did. Walked 28 miles, 85,000 steps, raised £15,000 with his 2 buddies for the railway charity. I think quite a lot of people didn't make it up Scafell Pike, did they? Mr. Lee did. He's a Stukely dad, that's what we do. Anyway, well done for your brilliant charitable work, Mr. Lee. Your family, your children, so proud of you. Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate that. Just before we finish, at the end of this, you've got some EDK and some other bits. I love celebrating with you what you're doing. Still a few weeks left. Get your shout outs in. Love it.